should have done this, should have quit this long ago. Can't stand another heartbreak, but it's time to let it go. It'd be easier for me if I turn away to flee. Oh, but there's something holding on, the way of being long gone.
Go smoke.
So the cabin is now pressurized as the smoke is released. So all the air that's coming into the cabin is going through the HEPA filter, which is very good at taking out the particles of smoke.
Magnolia Press is about to open in 5 or 6 days, so we are so close. Oh, look how pretty that is. Few details to button up, but overall, this thing is done. I kind of look at the...
After all, instant noodles are not hygienic. It only takes a few minutes to enjoy, so-called magic ramen. Easy to prepare and cheap. Nearly 290 million people eat instant noodles every day. The first thing to start is the production process of the ramen seasoning package. The hygiene is strictly controlled, and even ultraviolet disinfection is required. Pour soy sauce, bean paste and other ingredients into the blender, and then add spices of different flavors. High temperature heating is required to fully mix the various materials. Then pour the mixed liquid seasoning into the tray. These thick, dark liquids are the main function of seasoning. Immediately after that, put the off pan into the dryer for 24 hours, and the seasoning liquid after drying becomes like this. Then put the dried seasonings into a blender, and grind them thoroughly into a fine powder. At this time, the seasoning of instant noodles is finished, and the next step is to make the seasoning bag. Put the mixed seasoning powder into the packaging machine. With the rotation of the machine, the seasoning powder accurately falls into the mold, and then enters the packaging bag in turn, and then smoothly enter the frame through the sealing machine through the conveyor belt. The other side is starting to make noodles. Pour the wheat and flour into the machine and start stirring. While stirring, add the mixture of water and eggs, and stir well and evenly until the appropriate consistency. Then move the material to the pasta machine. The rolling machine presses the wheat into a 15 centimeters thick dough, and then the dough is kneaded into rolls through a special pressing grinder. Immediately after the rolls are transferred to the steamer, the noodles are steamed at a high temperature.
So this thing hasn't been started for like a month now, since the clutch went out. I'm just gonna buy a Southbound for it, but it's just been sitting. I'm driving the truck to work. It's cold out, so I figured let's see if it'll do anything. I'm betting it won't. Truck sounds neat. Have to go to work.
Early data, what is this?
This is a 3.5-inch HD floppy disk that has been formatted as a Mac 800K. I did that by tricking it, by taping over the hole over here. And I put this in the PowerBook 180 and formatted it. Thank you for the PowerBook 180. It's 800K because 800K floppies are kind of interesting. And I've been trying to read this on sort of a standard PC, Sony, or Panasonic 3.5-inch floppy disk drive. But what's interesting is it doesn't really work. Here I've got it with Flux Engine. You can see